April is Child Awareness Month, and we have a nice competition and a nice movie that's coming up. Well, not movie, but a series more so coming up about Child Awareness Month. So we're going to take a look at that trailer right now.
It's a new term at the Magnifico High School. What's this? It sounds like a child in distress.
Test after test after test. You want a little something to ease the pressure?
Well, maybe in your fairy tale world, but here we can't do nothing.
Children and random bystanders are least likely to report any form of abuse. But wait, who's this? It's three of our junior heroes from the Child Protection League.
All right, so some fun things to look forward to. As you know, April is Child Awareness Month, and the Ministry of, well, not the Ministry, but the Office of the Gender and Child Affairs, in collaboration with UNICEF and the Child Rights Ambassadors, will promote a child protection animation competition in commemoration of the month. So online with me, I have Mrs. Ayanna Webster-Roy. Of course, Mrs. Webster-Roy is the Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, with responsible for Child and Gender Affairs. And I also have with me Mr. Malik August, who is a National Child Rights Ambassador. Mrs. Ayanna Webster-Roy and Mr. August, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on the Now Morning Show.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Malik. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
How are you guys doing this morning?
All is well. I'm in beautiful Tobago, getting ready to go to constituency.
Mrs. Roy, you just made a lot of us in Trinidad very, very jealous that you're in beautiful Tobago enjoying the weather. But thank you so much for being here with us. Now, Minister, we are gonna start with you. I mean, what is Child Awareness Month? Why did the Office of Child and Gender Affairs choose to, highlight this month?
So the month of April, as you know, we have designated that as our Child Abuse Awareness Month, ensuring that we bring communities together to share information around child protection and also to ramp up our public education, sensitization, and awareness efforts with the hope of reducing the instances of child abuse in Trinidad and Tobago, but more so providing information and knowledge not only to children, but to adults. So we have a better response when it comes to abuse in Trinidad and Tobago. The end goal, the end game is to ensure that we have a society where our children are allowed to live their lives free from all forms of violence. So this month of April, we use it as a means of communicating more with the public, ensuring we get information out to them, ensuring persons are empowered with the information so that if they are aware of instances of abuse, they know how to act. And we also use it as a time to really bring, as I said, bring persons together to create opportunities for collaboration to help us to protect our nation's children.
Nice. Now, what are some of the plans that the office has for this month?
So we have with us this morning Malik, who is one of our child rights ambassadors. I'm really proud of the entire program that would have created the child rights ambassadors and our past and as well as our present ambassadors. So this cohort of ambassadors would have developed an animated quick course as well as a series to help to educate the public. So in this month, what we are doing is that we're asking persons to really look at the video, look at the participate in the quick course, ensure you get the information that you will be able to act and act responsibly if you're aware of instances of child abuse. We have lovely prizes. I'm proud to note that the information, the compilation was the effort of not only the staff at Gender and Child Affairs at UNICEF, but also young people in Trinidad and Tobago, particularly those who are involved in our Child Rights Ambassadors program. So for our quick course and our quiz, we have prizes ranging from tablets, iPhones, and we're encouraging the public to log on to our page, that is opm-gca.gov.tt, to participate and also to learn more about what we're doing and what the course is intended to do as well.
Nice. Now let me bring in Malik here. Malik, hi. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, you are the National Child Rights Ambassador. I mean, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Hi, so yes, my name is Malik Abist. I'm 17 years old and currently attending Prima College. I've been a child rights ambassador for about 2 years now. During this time, I've helped to promote children's rights through the use of various graphic designs and short videos, as well as I've created a website called CXC Prep, which aims to help students revise and prepare for their upcoming exams.
Nice. And I mean, Malik, why is child awareness important to you?
Well, I believe child abuse awareness is very important. Educating people on how it happens, on the different types of abuse, and how to identify abuse happening in a child. There will be a better chance of identifying and stopping it from happening, or even preventing it outright.
Nice. And why or what kind of encouraged you or inspired you to become a child rights ambassador?
Well, just seeing things happening around the country. My mother is a teacher, so she would always tell me about things that happen in her school and what she's experienced. And that just encouraged me and inspired me to participate and try and help out.
Nice. Now, in terms of the animation, what kind of outcomes do you expect to get from that kind of project?
Well, with the animation, the hope is that any child who sees it would feel empowered to speak up about any abuse that they have experienced so that we can put an end to that. There's also the hope that just people in general who view the animation would become educated on the topic and have a better chance of stepping in and preventing it from happening.
Amazing. And of course, Mr. August, if we're looking for more information on your work, where can we find it?
So it can be found at Child Rights Amb on Instagram and Facebook. That's ChildRightsAmb.
Nice. Now, Minister, as a normal, citizen or somebody who's looking at this program, how else can we be involved in Child Abuse Awareness Month?
Okay, so what we're encouraging persons to do this month is to really think about the acronym FAST. So as I would have mentioned before, if you are aware of instances of abuse or you suspect that a child may be in imminent danger, we want you to be responsible and act fast. And acting fast, we want you to reach out to the relevant agencies. So FAST stands for First National Family Services. So if you feel like, if you're a child and you feel as though you cannot reach out to somebody in your immediate family to confess that maybe you've been abused or you're aware of somebody's been abused, then we're asking you, or even adults, to reach out to National Family Services and to get information and free counseling. And that could be accessed from the 800-2016 hotline. We're also 800-2619 hotline. We are also asking our persons to reach out to authorities. So the A in the FAST is the authorities. Reach out to the police service. That is 999. Reach out to the Children's Authority. Contact them at 996-800-2014. The S in FAST is for school. All schools have their student support services, your guidance counselors, your school social workers. Contact them, talk to them, reach out. If you don't reach out for help, then we will not be able to intervene and assist. And also T, the telephone. If you're not brave enough, comfortable enough, or confident enough to reach out to someone in person, please contact an authority, a trusted adult, someone by telephone. So for children, we have support available via Childline, which is 131 or 800-4321. We also want persons to remember the acronym PENS. So PENS is how we would categorize different types of abuse. So you'll be able to know what to look out for and how to respond. So when we talk about PENS, we talk about physical, emotional, neglect, and sexual. Whenever we speak about child abuse, people automatically think about sexual abuse, but it's beyond that, it's more than that. In terms of physical abuse, you can look out for the signs. Are you seeing bruises, marks in a child that, the explanation is just not adding up or linking up with the marks or the bruises? Is that child withdrawn? In terms of emotional abuse, is that child withdrawn? Is that child unable to really interact well with their peers? Are they struggling emotionally? Are they displaying suicide ideation? Things like that. And in terms of neglect, is a child in the neighborhood unattended for long periods of time? Is a child going to school or appearing in public unkempt? They're not well fed? And in terms of sexual abuse, is that child reluctant to interact with a particular individual? Is that child struggling to walk? Different things we ask in persons to look out for. But it's important to note, the statistics would have shown that in most instances of abuse, it's usually a close family member or someone that the family is close to. Is not oftentimes or always a stranger pulling up and abducting a child or doing something. Sometimes it's just right around your neighborhood, right in the family. So we're asking everybody to be alert, be on the lookout, be conscious, be aware. I also want to encourage the public to speak up, speak out. There was a study done recently in Trinidad and Tobago, and it was quite disturbing for me to note that many persons who would have indicated that if they are aware of instances of abuse, they would not report it. We're asking people to report, to speak up, speak out. We must have all hands on deck if we are going to change the quality of abuse in Trinidad and Tobago, and if you're going to ensure all our boys and our girls live a life free from violence and they're able to enjoy all the rights that they are guaranteed under the Convention on the Rights of a Child. So this month is really about engaging the public, engaging citizens, engaging all of Trinidad and Tobago in the response, and ensuring that we are all empowered with the information and the ability to act and act responsibly.
Wow, Minister, I really do hear your passion come out. So I know this is really, really a passion project of yours. But I just wanted to know, I know a lot of times when we talk about Awareness Month, we often have like a seminar. But of course, you decided to do, a competition. Why was this?
So in addition to the competition, we will have our continuous messaging throughout the period. So we'll have messages on social media, on the television, radio. So the competition is actually a fun way to get persons involved. We want to incentivize the learning, encourage more persons to log on and participate. Last year, we would have did something similar, and we would have reached over, I think, 10,000 persons at the time when we would have closed off, because the information was there. You could have done it at your own time, at your own pace. And I remember when we had the prize giving ceremony, one young lady said to me, I said, well, what you going to do with your prize? She's like, actually, I didn't know about the prize. A friend who would have seen it and who knew about the prize would have encouraged her to participate. So I think just using the commission as a way to motivate persons to actually go on, participate, because as I said, there's iPhones, we have laptops, we have tablets, and I mean, who in this time doesn't want to have some kind of smart device in their hand, access to some kind of smart device? So it's really just to get the public excited to come on board and join us on this journey as we move towards transforming Trinidad and Tobago to a better place.
Now, I'm not sure who can take this question, Minister. If it's you or Mr. Auguste, I believe Malik might be able to take it. Tell us a little bit about this series. I mean, who were some of the voice actors used?
So with the series, we developed it over a period of a few months, I believe. It started off just giving out our ideas on what we would like to do as a group, and we came up with this idea for the short video as a way to educate people in a fun and interesting way. I can't mention exactly who the voice actors are. I'm not aware of it.
They're actually child rights ambassadors. So
nice.
some of the ambassadors listen, I hear their voice. I'm like, oh, that's me.
And how many episodes in this series can we expect?
There's no finite. There's no
okay.
finite number planned right now. So there's just room for expansion in the future, but right now there's just this one.
Nice. And so when you say there's room for expansion, Malik, it makes me think that you have ideas. What can we look forward to in the future?
Well, we can look at challenging, targeting various children's rights and types of abuse in the videos themselves.
Nice. And finally, Malik, any final thoughts? Anything you can tell our viewers to make them want to look at this series?
Sure. Well, it's very entertaining and interesting. I watched it multiple times, and it's a very good way to learn about children's abuse and how you can help to prevent it.
Nice. And Mrs. Ayanna Webster-Roy, one more time, just tell us where we can go if we need to get information about the quiz, where we can go if we need to get information, to even report an instance of child abuse.
Okay, so for information about the quiz or what we are doing at Gender and Child Affairs, please visit our social media platform at opm-gca.gov.tt. If you're a child in imminent danger or you know of a child in imminent danger, please contact the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service at 999 or the Children's Authority at 996 or 800-2014. If you want to reach out for support through your school's social workers or your guidance counselors, please contact the school social work hotline at 724-1010. Or if you're a child and you need someone to talk to, you need to reach out and have a trusted adult guide you through whatever it is that you're going through, that you're maybe hurting. Please contact Childline at 131-800-4321. As well as we have our National Family Services, where they offer free counseling, and the hotline number for free counseling is 800-2619. Help is available. I want to stress that help is available. Please reach out to any of the agencies I would have mentioned before so that we can assist you. Once we know that help is required, we have the resources in place to provide you with that assistance to ensure that you are safe. And if you're an adult who just want to get information, please go onto our social media platform. Remember the acronyms FAST, so you could pass that information on to children as well as other adults. And remember the acronym PENS. FAST in terms of what to do in instances of abuse, who to reach out to, and PENS in terms of identifying the different types of abuse and knowing how to respond. So PENS, physical, emotional, neglect, and sexual abuse, and FAST, family, authority, student support, and the telephone.
Mrs. Webster-Roy, Mr. Malik Orgies, thank you so much for joining us on the Now Morning Show and, of course, explaining and telling us about this new series. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
And you're on the Now Morning Show. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. We have more coming up. Stay with us.